everybody, Canadian Waffle here. Wait a second. What's going on over here? The villager's being attacked. The village is being attacked by pillagers. Quick, quick. No, that's not how you spell diamond. That's how you spell dia. But that works. Back, you nasty pillagers. Man. 1.14 sure is an unfriendly... Oh, but I gotta remember not to kill the one with the banner, right? Because I'm in a village. Just leave. Just leave and I won't have to kill you. Okay, well... I'm gonna leave him there because I don't want to get a bad omen or whatever the heck. But, okay, let's try this again. Hello everybody, Canadian Waffle here, and today we are back on the scene with another 1.14 snapshot. Interesting trivia fact, this is the first 1.14 snapshot of the year. Welcome to 2019 everybody, hope you had a great holiday season. But now, let's get down to business and look through this snapshot because we've got some interesting stuff to cover regarding these two blocks and our surprise feature, of course, because that is what makes our videos special. So first, we are going to go in order, so we're going to cover the cartography table, which now has a use, and the lectern, which also has a use. I also... have a book on it. But yeah, that's part of the usage. But let's start with the cartography table because this one's pretty interesting. The cartography table, for anyone who doesn't know, involves basically, we're gonna make a sample map. It involves basically everything regarding maps. Cartography is defined as the making of a map. And it has three different main uses. The first is cloning, which we're going to take a look at. So if you take an existing map you have and then an empty map, now you have two maps that are the exact same. Because if we look, this one and this one, you switch between them, but there's no difference. They are both the same. Second feature is if you take some paper, lovely paper, 1, 2, 3 papers, I believe is the max you can go, and you take your map, put a paper in, and it zooms out your map. So now we do have a slight difference. This one, you can upgrade your map and give it basically much more space. And we can even take this steps further. Can we go a third time? We can, but that pretty much makes it little tiny microscopic. It's at the time of having 3 levels of paper put on it, the map becomes pretty hard to make out details because pixels have to get smaller and smaller, which means less detail. But if we look here, you can see all the trees, and like I can tell that that right there is a village, and I can tell that down in the bottom right corner there's a big ravine. Forgot what it was for a second. But yeah, so that's that about that feature. And the last feature actually involves glass panes. If you have done all the adventuring you want with your map and you've got it all full and stuff except for maybe a little corner like mine, you can plop it in the cartography table along with a glass pane to lock it. See that little icon, which also means that it can now not be edited. So if we were to say, oh wait, no, I want to make this bigger with paper, and then we go and try and do that, you can see it doesn't work. The locked maps cannot be edited in any way anymore. And I also believe that means that they cannot be filled out any further. So if I were to lock this map, I would not be able to have any more stuff on this map, just this tiny little dot, which is probably a bad idea and a waste of your maps. But that's the cartography table and its uses. Now let's move on to the lectern. Let me just clear my inventory. So the lectern is a pretty cool block. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, let's check out the crafting recipe for the cartography table. It is very simple. All you need is 2 slabs, I believe, and 2 pieces of paper, and put it in the crafting table like this, and it's not slabs. Should have looked at my recipes. I believe then it would be planks. So, excuse me for that. You take 2 planks, 2 pieces of paper, and yes, you've got yourself your cartography table in all its beautiful dark glory. Even though we used oak wood on it, that's cool. Doesn't really make a difference. But now let's look at the lectern, and before I forget, let's check out the crafting recipe as the first thing we do for this. You are going to simply need a bookshelf, and you are going to need 5 slabs of your choice. They can be different kinds. I just prefer to do it with 1. And then you're just going to put it in a T shape. Oh, sorry, 4 slabs of any kind. And you've got your lectern. And it's in all its beautiful glory. So next, we are, I think, going to take a look at the features of the lectern. And now the lectern itself is mainly for multiplayer uses because it basically allows multiple people to look at the same page of a book at once with just having 1 copy of the book. And you can see I've got my lovely little book of gibberish, but it also does something else, which involves redstone. If we were to take a redstone lamp, some redstone comparator, that's all you really need. And you were to take it, you can take it out of any side. You can see, you can take the comparator output out of any side of the lectern. At first, I believed it was just out of this side, and it's the side we're going to use because we have more space going this way to demonstrate. But then you can run redstone signals straight out of it. And that is good for map makers because if you'll look, let me position myself, if I were to switch to page 2, now we have more redstone signal, and now at page 3 even more, and you can use this in a very smart way to be able to tell why am I so bad at this? Grass, oh, wait, I didn't need to, oh well. Grass, yep. And then we've got, next up you can switch to page 2. We've got even more redstone signal strength, but you've got to rewire this because that doesn't work, so just take I had a way to do this. Oh yeah, well, so as you can see from page 1, it doesn't really work to hook it up to a redstone lamp, so you could just have that be your nothing. And then by page 2, you see it can reach a length of here, so if we bring it to here, and then here it doesn't emit any signal, so that's how you tell that. And then if we switch it to page 3, we've got even more signal strength. It can go even further, allowing it to get to this redstone lamp, and then you can just hook out more comparators to see if the block changed. But that's just a simple logic circuit. I'm not really the best at redstone, but that is basically how you use it. And you can also take books back out of the lectern. It's not a permanent thing. And so those are the crafting recipes and uses for the 2 new blocks for this snapshot. Now let's take a look at our surprise feature of the day. Hello and welcome back to today's surprise feature part of the video. Now, today we're going to be talking about something pretty interesting. Hold on, I've never seen smoke like that before. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's today's surprise feature, the campfire. Yes, that was pretty bad, but it is indeed our surprise feature of the day. The campfire is the new feature, the main feature of this snapshot put in. We saw it when the biome was chosen in Minecon 2018 as part of the future updates, as well as eventually foxes, which I, for one, am super excited for. They just look so cute in the video. But we're not here to talk about foxes, are we? No, we're here to talk about campfires. So, campfires are a pretty cool thing. As you can see, they emit light and big, heavy smoke particles that you can see from a fair distance away. However, if you want to see it from a even more fair distance, just grab a hay barrel from your horses, put it underneath the campfire, and suddenly it'll start emitting smoke that goes way thicker and much higher up into the sky. As you can see, it's already going higher than the tree, which is definitely higher than it was before. No one needs to know. No one needs to know. But anyways, the campfire also has other uses than being a smoke signal and a cheap version of a beacon to guide you home at night. It can also cook food for you. That's right. You can cook food on a campfire. We've got chicken, rabbit, we've got a fish, and we've got some beef that we hunted up today and fished up. And so if we just plop it down on the campfire, it will slowly cook. This is not as fast as a furnace, but it is super useful, and I'll show you why. If we grab a crafting table and coal, and then remove some of these raw foods, and grab some sticks, and the last ingredient is some not slabs, you need logs. You need oak. Well, you can use any kind of wood, but you need 3 of it. And an interesting fact is you can also use stripped logs to get you what you want. And here we go. We've got our cooked food. When food has cooked off of the campfire, it will just pop itself off. Very easy and convenient. And you can do this infinitely, and the campfire will not go out, which is very useful because if you look at the crafting recipe here, oh my goodness, infinite food for simply 1 coal, and it's only a bit longer to cook. It is super useful. It's like an infinite furnace, and we'll see if this feature stays. Mojang might realize it's a bit OP for that, in that you never need to use a furnace, you just need to wait slightly longer, and you can only put up 4 items at a time. So it is kind of balanced, but still, it is a huge coal saver. And if you do, for whatever reason, want to put out the fire, simply grab yourself a water bucket and drop it on the fire. What? 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 How did this happen? What sorcery is this? Okay, well, I need to clean this up. Milk. I guess if you place it directly on the block itself, it will go out, and it will leave you with a texture like this, which is very nice. But if we change to game mode survival, then we break this campfire, we will not get logs or anything. Instead, we get 2 pieces of charcoal. So it even doubles your coal, basically. You put 1 coal in, you get 2 charcoal out. I'd say that's a pretty good deal. Those are pretty much all the features of our lovely campfire here, and all the features for the video today. I hope you all enjoyed and learned a lot. Just don't forget to go to school. What are you doing up here? Weren't you down? You know what? I'm not going to question it. Have an amazing day and goodbye.